Hi, good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 5. People over the years have faced difficulty in understanding their finances and get a clear view of their spending pattern and thus found it very difficult to make financial decisions during normal as well as emergency times. We are here to present our product eCashMate, a personal finance application that tends to help people manage their expenses in a simple, hassle-free way. Our product mainly helps the users in taking investment loan decisions with their present spending and available savings. Some of the features are how much loan can a user afford based on the available monthly funds as EMI, considering no change in the existing spending pattern, calculating the amount of expenses to be reduced per month in the case of shortage of money for the EMI for the targeted loan. If surplus monthly funds are available after making EMI payment, how to manage them. Some of the other notable features of the products are it integrates the user's bank accounts into one place, thereby reducing the pain of the user into scrolling into multiple tabs to get the complete transaction details of multiple accounts of his bank. It uniquely segregates expenses into different categories like food and drink, home rent payment, insurance payment, shops, travel, bill payment, recreation, etc., which will help the customers understand his expenses better rather than going through a single list of expenses as can be found in the existing personal finance applications. With graphical representations of expenses in the form of bar diagrams and pie charts, it saves customers time and energy to see what is happening with his or her money. It provides both weekly and monthly expense charts, thus giving the user more flexibility in tracking his expenses. With the use of machine learning, it helps users to have an idea about his future spending pattern if he keeps spending at the current rate. He will be cautious and thereby can think of changing his or her spending behavior if needed for the future.
Considering potential real-world problems and explaining solutions for them. Here in general, people can estimate their monthly savings, but they don't know how much loan they can afford with that money. Most of the calculators go with the top to bottom approach, like what is the loan amount, rate of interest, loan duration to calculate their EMI. But here we went with bottom to top approach as user can give his monthly affordability and remaining variables so that we can calculate his affordable loan amount. Before taking the questions from the user, initially we need to analyze individual capabilities and risk appetite. For that, we need to create questionnaire based on the following variables per month. These variables will play a key role in assessing the problems and give support to provide proper solutions for the users. Here we are providing most common expenses list for a common man. Variables expenses to be considered apart from the regular expenses like car loan, credit card loans, student loans, other mortgages, child support and obligations, payments, property taxes, homeowner association fees, homeowner insurance, other loans, etc. And required variables to be considered before taking a loan: gross annual income, available funds, emergency funds percentage, fixed loan, fixed closing cost, term of mortgage in years, annual interest rates, total estimated closing cost, etc. Coming to the product, our product can help with multiple problems. One, how much loan a user can afford based on the available monthly funds as EMI, continuing the existing spending pattern. For the ease of the user, based on the above question, we have developed further 5 questions to make it clear for the user. Calculating maximum available funds for the EMI based on the existing spending pattern. Calculating maximum affordable loan amount based on the available funds as EMI. Calculating maximum affordable asset price based on the present spending pattern considering existing available funds to purchase. Calculating maximum asset price can be considered after deducting all expenses associated to the purchase like brokerage, closing costs, etc. calculating annual depreciation for the asset based on the number of years and depreciation percentage given. The technical Python code used for the calculation of the above questions is coming to the next question, calculating the amount of expenses to be reduced per month in the case of shortage of money for the EMI for the targeted loan. Our product can help with the following questions and solutions to give clear picture about their requirements. Calculating monthly EMI to be paid for the required amount of loan. Calculating how much expenses needs to reduce to cover the EMI. We can advise the areas of expenses to be controlled based on the monthly expenses reports generated. Calculating total payment paid for the purchase of the asset. The technical Python code used for the calculation of the above question is this. In this, we used few variables like loan amount, annual interest rate, number of years. Coming to the next question, if surplus monthly funds are available after making EMI payment, how to manage them? If the user has sufficient surplus funds after making EMI payment, then our product advise him to compare his return on investment and bank rate of interest. If his return on investment is greater than bank rate of interest, then he can use our first question to calculate his affordable loan amount and invest them at his own return on investment and take the leverage advantage of the loan.
Our product also gives monthly reports and alerts. It uses spending limits that the user can put on the different expense categories. Like if he sets food limit as 500 and his expense on the food exceeds that, it will show a notification that food expenses are more than food limit. Similarly, if he sets his bill payment limit as 500 and his expenses are below that limit, it will show good job, your bill payment expenses are under limit. This will help the customer in a sense that the application will send notification in case of overspending or underspending and thereby help the person maintain his standard of living. Along with that, it can give monthly recommendation reports based on the expenses and their individual limits set by the user. Our belief for its success. The unique features of the product like integration of bank transactions, monthly category-wise expenditure report, alert creation, investment and loan taking decision all together in one application will help the users feel friendly, handy, save time, and to gain more knowledge on their financial literacy, which will help them to take better decision to improve their wealth for the real world. Thank you, and we will be glad if you go through our Jupyter notebook for further codes, and we are happy to take further questions. Thank you once again.